Now we typically grow cacti for the thorns and the beautiful trunks, but they also have beautiful flowers as well.
All right, some of my favorite ones are the mammillarias, and some of the mammillaria species are very tiny plants, and they produce huge flowers, and it's just fun to get to see the huge flowers compared to the plants.
Yeah,
and there's so many of them.
Contrast.
They're just lots of fun to watch. That's one of my favorite of the mammillarias.
And then we have here the red and orange, so if you're a Sooner or a Pokes fan, right?
Yeah, that's right. There you go. There you go.
These look very related, closely related.
Yeah, they're both in the Rubudias, and like you say, the colors are just vivid. That's one of the nice things about Rubudias and Succulents, that there's a lot of color variation. You get pinks and neon pinks and neon reds and
the white of the
contrast.
spines. Yeah, great contrast. To get these to flower, they're going to flower after a dry period and then going into the rain, right?
Yeah, and sometimes here at home we can get them to flower a couple of different times during the year, just because of the watering, and then you let it go down a little bit, and then you water them good again, and they'll start flowering again. They like the heat in this greenhouse. It triggers that flowering mechanism.
Now there's some unusual combinations here, and I saw you had a whole table of these are grafted cacti, and that's where you join two different ones, and usually your purpose is because you have this one especially, you have an unusual one, which is this one's variegated, and you want it to produce offspring quickly, so you variegate them. And this one too, also, these lighter colored ones don't have enough chlorophyll to survive on their own. They won't root and won't survive, but sometimes if you get one that's got a little bit more green in it, you can get it to root. Some of these. So by grafting it onto kind of a mothering plant to help support it. And then for me, when I get things like this or do things like this, I will take the offsets, I'll take the pups off and root them up to sell later on. And that one's just fun. Yeah, big lollipop. There's another plant up front, a succulent, I want to go take a look at. But these look like some sort of sea creature, something we might find on a coral reef. Tell me about this. These are echeverias. These are some of the hybrids that was created long while back. Back when I was a kid, there was a gentleman in California that created just lots of really beautiful hybrids. We have a few different examples on the floor here. Now these you just recently cut off. If I turn this over, you can see this cut is starting to heal up a little bit. And it's ready actually and what I do, I'll just set that down, wiggle it down in the soil in a shallow pot, and it will root. And you can see, if we look at the plant where it was cut off, some of these have little buds starting to open up. Here's the little one right there. And those will grow into a new plant like this. Will you then cut this into sections? Or what I'll do is let these get big enough to, usually I let them get about so big, you know, and then I'll gently remove them off the stump and root those. And they'll root up just as easy as the big ones will. So then we'll have smaller fancies. And like I told you a while ago, when I get tired of harvesting off of this, and I can throw this away and start all over again. Yeah, and you'll still have the plants. That's the fun about growing cacti and succulents, that they're really forgiving, and you could play with them in ways you can't other plants. That's right. You sure can. Well, you sell at cacti and succulent shows across the country, and also on your website, correct? Yes, we have a website. And people can mail order. Yeah, and they can just look on, do a search, use your search engine, and look up J&J Cactus and Succulents. You can find our website there and information about the nursery and that kind of stuff. And you know, we also list an events calendar on our website where we're going to be selling plants, and so if you're interested, you can look us up and see where we're going to be. Excellent. And you have such an amazing diversity. I'm sure that people have pretty much just about anything they're looking for, you'll have it. Well, there's a lot here. Yeah, they can spend a while looking, so yeah. Well, thank you so much. You're very welcome. You're very welcome.